Hello everyone, welcome back to Andrina's Creations. In today's tutorial, I'll be showing you how to make your own purse lollipop holders. These are super cute for any events. I know you guys have been waiting for me to drop all these templates, so here it is. I will be making more templates, so stay tuned. So are you guys ready to learn how to design your own template? All right guys, let's get started. For your materials, you're going to need white cardstock if you want to print out your images. You can also use glossy paper. You can use whatever paper of your choice to print your items. Whatever paper you use, make sure it is compatible with your printer. Either if you have an inkjet or a laser. You're going to use metallic cardstock or glitter cardstock. It's totally up to you. You can find this at any craft store and even Amazon. Sorry for all the noise in the background. That's my cat with his little bell. You're going to use 8x11 cardstock for the main base or 12x12. Again, it is all optional. You're going to use whatever color you would like. You can use either 65-pound or 100-pound. It's a personal preference. Of course, you're going to need your lollipops, any lollipop of your choice as well. Right now during Valentine's, they have these at Dollar Tree. You're going to need glue or double-sided tape. I'm using my own brand of glue, Andrina's Creations Craft Glue. You're going to need a printer and your software. If you do not want to print, you can use pattern cardstock. You can find them at Joann's, Michael's, a store called Tuesday Morning, Amazon, online, wherever you would like, and you don't have to print anything out. All right, so let's get started on how to design your template. Okay, the first thing you need to do is go ahead and over to my website, andrinascreations.com. After you're inside my website, you're going to purchase the template. I'll leave the link down below as well for the template. After you purchase the template, you're going to receive a link. That link, you must download that link. After you download, you're going to see a zipped folder. That zipped folder, you must extract it because it has two different files in there. It's going to come with the silhouette file and the SVG. So you're going to click on your zipped folder and you're going to click on extract, making sure that when you extract this folder, you are going to go ahead and put it inside of a folder that you know exactly where it is. If you purchase a lot from other different companies or websites, I highly recommend doing a folder specifically for that website so you know where all your folders are at. So right here, you're going to click on browse, select the folder that you want to save it in, click select folder, and it's going to extract in there. Once your folder extracts, it's automatically already inside of your computer or laptop. After you do that, then your next step is you must go inside of the software that you're going to start designing, either Cricut or Silhouette. I repeat, do not double click on the file because then you are going to say, hey, my files are not working. What's going on? After you extract your file and you click on the SVG, if you double click on SVG, you're going to see a blank document and you're going to say, hey, what's going on? My stuff is not opening correctly. You should not double click on the file. So first thing is you purchase the template. Then you're going to click on the download link and you're going to download that link. Then you're going to extract the zipped file. After you extract, you must go inside of the software that you're going to be using. So let's say you are a Cricut user. You're going to go inside of Cricut. You're going to go to upload, upload image, browse. Go ahead and look for the file that you're going to open. So this one is the AK Purse Lollipop Holder SVG. It has the Microsoft Edge symbol, not the S one. The S one is for the silhouette. You're going to click on the SVG one, click on open, click on upload, select the file, add to canvas. Right here you have a zoom in and zoom out. You're going to zoom out so you're able to see the template. Bring the template to the middle. I'm going to zoom back in, and then I am going to right click and ungroup the template. I'm going to move this to the side. Then I'm going to click back on the template, making sure that my lock proportions are locked. And I'm going to type these measurements that I have provided here. So come up here to my width and I'm going to type 11.402 and enter. And then my height is going to automatically change to this 7.205. I'm going to click on those measurements, click delete, click on the template, right click and ungroup. And now here you can start designing your template however you would like. So don't forget to do those steps so you are able to bring it inside of Cricut. Now, as you guys know, I am a Silhouette user. So I'm going to go ahead and over to Silhouette. I'm going to go to File, Merge. If you have Silhouette Business Edition, you are able to open the Silhouette file and the SVG. If you don't know much about Silhouette, you can use Silhouette Studio without owning a cutting machine. The Silhouette Basic Edition is free, but I highly recommend getting the Business Edition because you are able to use all the icons in the software. Again, Basic Edition is free, and I have the links down below on how to download, and it's also if you would like to upgrade to Business Edition. If you are a Cricut user, you can still use Silhouette Business Edition and save your items as an SVG and bring it into Cricut to cut with your Cricut cutting machine. All right, so I don't get you confused. If you have Business Edition, you are able to open the SVG and the Silhouette file, okay? I'm just going to go ahead and click on the Silhouette file and click on OK. If you are a Silhouette user, you do not need to do anything to this file. It's already sized for you. The reason why you have to size it if you are a Cricut user is because Cricut brings in everything a different size. So the same measurements I provided for the Cricut users is the same measurements I have here in Silhouette. All right, let's talk about what the pieces are. Pink is the main base. Blue is the first layer, and purple is the second layer. I always try to provide layers to my templates. You do not need to use all the layers. You're going to design however you want. You are the designer. You design how you would like it. So basically the pink layer, you're going to cut that out of any color cardstock. And the blue layer, you're going to cut that out of either glitter or metallic cardstock. And if you only want one layer, you'll put your images on the first layer and don't mind the second layer. If you want a layered look, you're going to cut this out first out of your metallic or glitter and design the purple layer. Next step, you need to go ahead and find your digital paper and your PNGs that you want to use for your template. I am affiliated with Creative Fabrica, so I'll leave that link down below as well. For the first month, you only pay $1, and after that, you only pay $19. There is a whole bunch of images and clip arts from here that you can use, and it's a great investment for only $19 a month. Again, my affiliate link will be down below. Today I'll be using this digital paper. It's called Queen of Hearts from the artist Digital Curio. So I'm just going to click on download and download. And download the link and extract the file exactly how I explained at the beginning. Once you download, you're going to get the link. You're going to extract the file, making sure that you put that extracted file somewhere that you know exactly where it is. And then after you have it there in your computer or laptop, you're going to go back to your software. I am using Silhouette. I'm going to go to File. I'm going to go to Merge, not Open, Merge, because I want to merge it inside this exact document. So I'm going to go to Merge. Look for the folder that I saved it in. So I'm going to look. I made a folder called Queen of Hearts. Then I'm going to select the digital paper that I want to use and click on OK. Also, if you do not want to purchase the membership from Creative Fabrica, you can just purchase items one by one. You don't only get stuff from Creative Fabrica, you can get it from design bundles, you can get it from Etsy, you can even copy and paste from Google, you can do whatever you choose. Also, you're going to get your PNG images. PNG images are a transparent background image. If you have Silhouette Business Edition or any kind of Silhouette, either the basic designer or Business Edition, like I said, I have Silhouette Business Edition version 4.4. it automatically traces my PNG when I bring it inside of Silhouette. So you're going to see a red outline around the PNG image. Only thing you have to do is click on your image, go to your outline icon on your right. If you don't know what your outline names are, just put your mouse over your icons and you're going to see the names of them. So I'm going to go here to my outline icon, click on the color and click on no color to remove that red outline. Now your next step is to align your pieces before you crop in your design. So making sure that the orientation is the correct way. So for the front, this is going to be right here on the top, but I'm also going to right click and duplicate it because I am going to put the same image in the inside. I'm going to hold down my shift key and rotate it with the green button, and it's going to be facing down like that for the inside. I'm not going to put this piece on the outside. I'm going to put this piece on the inside, and I'm also going to put a piece in the inside of this one. Now you can use all the same pieces for the inside, but I'm not going to be doing that. Then I'm just going to line up the pieces. And this piece here, I'm going to right click and bring to the front. I'm actually going to go here to my line color, and I'm going to add a line color, at least black, so I know where it's at, like so I could see it better. And I am going to line this piece right here because that is the flap of the little purse, and I wanted that when I crop in my design, it lines in perfectly. So I'm just going to put it right here. I'm using my arrow keys on my keyboard to line it up better. Okay, after that, everything is perfectly fine there. Now my digital background, I'm going to bring it on over. Right click and send it to the back, and I'm going to make it smaller, making sure that everything is in on top of that background. Nothing could be outside of your background. Now I'm going to click on my background. I'm going to right click and copy. Okay, just do that. After you right click and copy, now making sure that your digital background is selected, you're going to select all the pieces but not your flap. Okay, so click on your digital background, then hold down your shift key and click on all the pieces but not your flap. Then unselect the shift key, go to your modify icon that looks like a rectangle and a circle and click on crop. Okay, now you're going to right click on your, unselect everything, right click on your screen and click where it says paste in front. And then this one, click, right click and send to the back. And now you're gonna click on your digital paper, hold down your shift key, click on your flap and click on crop. And now you have that piece that when you put it here, is going to automatically be really good there. It looks like everything was cohesive when you glue it on your purse. All right, from here, now you could add your PNG images and any fonts or type anything that you would like, depending on what you are designing them for. I'm going to add a white outline around it. Well, I'm just going to leave it like, I'm going to leave it like this for now and just make it smaller. To type here in Silhouette, first you got to click on the A on your right, then A on your left, then A on your right. Select the font that you would like to use and click somewhere on your screen. You can download fonts from the font.com and also Creative Fabrica. There's plenty of websites out there that you can download your fonts. But when you download any fonts, you need to make sure that your software is completely closed. After you download and install them, then open back up Silhouette and your fonts should be there. After you're done typing, click unselect it so you can get off the edit mode. Go back and click on your font. I'm going to come up here on my fill icon that looks like a paint palette, and I am going to color the font white. I'm also going to go to the outline color and click on no color. Now, as you can see, I want my words to be centered, and I misspelled this here. And then if you had to retype, all you gotta do is double click on your stuff to go back to the edit mode to type. All right, so then I unselect it to get off the edit mode. Click back on it. I'm gonna go back to the A on my right. I'm gonna click here on centered. And I also don't like how much spacing there is between the name and 12th birthday. So right here it says line spacing. I'm just gonna bring it down a little bit so it can get closer. Okay. And I am also going to add an offset around this, but let me make these words smaller, because I'm going to add an offset around this image and the words at the same time. Okay. I'm gonna select everything together, right click and group it. Then while everything's selected, I'm gonna go here to my offset icon. It looks like a double star. I'm going to click on offset, and then when you click on offset, you're going to see a border around it. Go ahead and bring down the distance to your liking, and then go to your fill icon and change the color of it. And I'm going to create another offset. Then I'm going to select everything with all the offsets. I have 3 offsets. If I move it, it's going to move separate because you don't have it grouped. So undo. And then I'm going to select everything, right click and group everything, outline color, and click on no color to remove all that red outline. Also, I don't know if I told you, but here you gotta zoom. This is how you zoom in and out, and your undo button, it's right here as well. So now I'm going to place this right here. Making sure it's not here on the opening. Okay, now you can also put something in the inside, and I'm going to use this part here to put something in the inside. I'm going to go to my left, grab the oval shaped rectangle, and I'm going to make a rectangle. And while my rectangle is selected, I'm going to go to the outline color, change the outline color to none. Go to my fill icon, click on the dropper, and I'm gonna come over here to match the color of one of the flowers. And then I'm gonna click the A on my left, A on my right, select the font that you want to use. Click somewhere on your screen and start typing. Click somewhere else on your screen to get off the edit mode. Select the font again and go ahead and change the color that you would like, and change the outline color as well. Then make your font smaller to fit wherever you putting it at. Okay, from here you are done. Now you are getting ready to do a print and cut. Another thing, if you don't own a cutting machine, of course you can do this by hand. You're still going to design it in Silhouette Studio or Cricut, and now you're going to print it, and what you need to do is cut it by hand. Go ahead first to your first icon that looks like a paper, and put your paper size to the paper size that you're going to be using, where it says media size. I'm going to cut out the main template out of 8x11 cardstock, so I'm going to click on 8x11. Also, if you do not have a cutting machine, what you need to do is you're going to put the main template here on your mat on 8x11. Go ahead and change the color to at least white, and then change your outline color to a black so you're able to see it. Also, when you change your outline color and you click on the first option, if your thickness says 0, that outline color is not going to print at all. So even though you see it here on the screen that looks black, it's not going to print. So where it says thickness, you need to go up at least 0.25. Now you're able to see this. So if you don't have a cutter at home, what you need to do is you're going to have this here because if you're going to be using 8x11 color cardstock, you're going to load that color cardstock to your printer, and then it's going to print out the outline. So now you're able to see where you need to manually cut it out with your paper, with your scissors, if that makes any sense. So change the color to white because you know white is not going to print. You know the outline is only the outline that you're going to be able to see, so you're going to cut it out with the scissors. Load your color cardstock to your printer and cut it out by looking at the outline. You're going to do the same thing with the first layer. Go ahead and load it up and cut this out. Or you can just cut these pieces out. You could just print them out with cardstock, cut it out, and use them as a template for you to also cut it out by hand, okay? Now, I'm going to be cutting this out of gold cardstock. I'm going to be cutting this main part out of red. So sometimes I like to color my stuff so I know exactly what color cardstock I'm going to be using, so I don't get confused when I'm ready to cut. I'm just going to cut that color it orange, but I know I'm going to cut it out of gold. Now, if you do have a cutter and you want your machine to cut it, you need to make sure you turn on your registration marks so the machine knows exactly where to cut. Go back to your first icon that looks like a piece of paper. Go to your third option and click on registration marks on. Go to your thickness and go all the way up to 1. And now go ahead and place your pieces on your mat. Making sure that everything stays inside of your red rectangle. Everything that's outside of your red rectangle, the machine is not going to cut it. So you're going to have to manually cut that piece out by hand, whatever it's outside of your red rectangle. I have a tutorial specifically talking about print and cut. I'll leave that link down below as well. All right, once you have everything on your mat, you need to go ahead and make sure that you have all your settings correct. So I'm going to go to my Send tab. If I zoom in, you're going to see that the machine is going to want to cut out these words out of it's going to want to cut these words out of the red rectangle. And as you can see, even my rectangles are not selected red. So technically my machine is not even going to want to cut that out. I'm going to go ahead and select these shapes and click on cut. And now you're able to see that red outline around. I'm going to select click on no cut. On cut. Remember, I don't have nothing grouped yet. I actually got to move that piece to the side. I never actually moved that flap to the side. Click on this and click on cut. Click on that thing that we wrote and click on no cut. Click on the words no cut. Click on the rectangle and cut. And go back to my design tab. And now I can actually group this together so everything move as one, and group that together as well. Okay, so this is how everything's looking. Now you need to go ahead and print. How do you print? You need to go to your printer icon, go to print, click on the printer that you would like to use. I have an EcoTank 16600. Then I'm going to click on preferences. My paper source, I'm going to click on paper tray. Document size 8x11. Paper type, I'm going to click on premium presentation paper matte, and I'm going to click on OK and print. All right. Sometimes your machine might not do such a good job doing print and cut. So some people, before they print, they like to turn on the print bleed. So before you go ahead and print, turn on your print bleed, and that you will find here on your first icon, the page setup. On your third option where you turn on your registration marks, here where it says print bleed, you can turn that on. So if the machine kind of like cut a little bit off, it's not going to look bad because you're going to have that print bleed on. Again, I explained all that in the print and cut video. And now after you do this print and cut, you're going to move all this to the side. Go ahead and turn off your registration marks. Put your pieces that you're going to be cutting out of the same color. Go to your send tab and go ahead and put your settings. The settings that I like to use with my cardstock is blade of 6, force of 28, and speed of 4. And if it's very thick cardstock, I like to do 2 passes. And that's the same settings that I'm going to use for my print and cut. Select the color that you have and then click on send. And then I'm gonna come right back to show you how we are going to assemble it. Okay, so here's all your pieces. This is the base. This is layer 1 and layer 2. Like I said, if you don't want to use the last layer, you're going to print your items on this layer and it's not going to be a layer look. Also, if you don't want to print this piece out of the second layer, you don't have to, and just leave the strap just like a basic metallic or glitter. You don't have to put the second layer on the strap either. You could do whatever you choose. So now you are going to grab your main base. You can also put your design in the main base by just cropping in your image into this piece if you don't want to do layers either. Go ahead and watch the video before this one. I did chocolate bar boxes, and I kind of explained on how to put your images in the main base and just print out this piece like that. Okay, I'll leave the link down below for that tutorial as well. All right, so all you gotta do is fold at your score marks. Okay, everything going in like this, and then your strap has 2 little score marks, so you're gonna fold it up. Okay, now you're going to go ahead and grab your double-sided tape or glue and start gluing these pieces where they go. So here it is, guys. Here's the final result on how they turned out. Remember, you can design them for any event. Right now Valentine's is coming, so these will be great for Valentine gifts for your for the kids' classmates. But of course, baby showers, bridal showers, anything in general, it doesn't matter. Again, guys, if you like this video, don't forget to please give me a big thumbs up. Comment down below any other videos you would like to see from me. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and click on the notification bell so you can get notified every time I upload new videos. If you're not in my Facebook crafting group, it is called Andrina's Creations Crafting Lounge. Feel free to go ahead and answer all 3 questions on Facebook and you will get automatically approved. All right, guys, I hope everyone's having a blessed day, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.